the remote Russian tundra, beneath this rusted metal cap, is a hole so deep that a dropped rock would fall for nearly a full minute before hitting the bottom. This site gained notoriety through supernatural claims. Rumors suggested scientists accidentally breached a hollow chamber, lowering microphones that captured the sounds of a subterranean hell. These stories obscure a different reality, a classified, decades-long Soviet scientific endeavor that pushed the limits of Cold War engineering. By 1970, the United States had won the space race. In response, the Soviet Union redirected its resources downward, attempting to reach the center of the Earth instead. While humanity invested billions in understanding the stars, we remained largely ignorant of the world directly beneath our feet. Earth's structure is like an onion. The crust is paper-thin, less than 1% of the distance to the core. The Kola Superdeep aimed to drill through this crust to reach the mantle, which comprises half of Earth's volume. The project was located in the Pechinsky district, a remote region of northern Russia situated above the Arctic Circle. To support the drilling rigs and a team of researchers, the Soviets built this 27-story superstructure and sprawling complex in the middle of the tundra. It was a war of attrition between human machinery and the physical forces of the planet. Drilling began in May 1970. By the time researchers reached 3 kilometers, the subterranean environment revealed its first anomalies. Instead of dry, inert rock, the drilling mud began to bubble with high concentrations of hydrogen, helium, and carbon dioxide. At 6 kilometers, the team encountered fractured rock saturated with hot water, contradicting models that assumed the crust was too dense. Reaching 7 kilometers, geologists expected a transition from granite to denser basalt, the Conrad discontinuity. The drill revealed that the basalt layer did not exist. For decades, scientists had interpreted seismic signals at this depth as a change in rock type. Kola showed those signals were actually caused by metamorphic changes within the granite itself. Instead of the predicted basalt, the team found endless layers of granite that were undergoing chemical transformations under intense pressure. Deep within this granite, researchers uncovered 24 species of microscopic plankton fossils, 4 miles beneath the surface. These 2-billion-year-old organisms had been preserved within carbon and nitrogen compounds that shielded them from the extreme environmental conditions. By 1989, the project reached its maximum depth, 12,262 meters, over 7.5 miles down. The conditions at the bottom were far more hostile than predicted. While scientists expected the temperature to be 100 degrees Celsius, it reached 180 degrees, nearly double the anticipated heat. At these temperatures, the rock began losing its rigidity, behaving like a plastic that constantly oozed back into the borehole, trapping the drill equipment. The heat and pressure eventually outpaced the capabilities of Soviet technology, stalling any further progress. Details regarding the extreme heat and the distorted machinery reached the public, appearing in a 1989 broadcast by the Trinity Broadcasting Network. As the story moved through tabloid newsletters in Norway and Finland, it was embellished with claims of 2,000-degree heat and audio recordings of screams. These recordings were eventually debunked as a fabrication, created by looping and layering ambient bar noise and cinematic sound effects. While the screams were faked, the actual findings were no less jarring. Distorted drill bits, boiling gases, and temperatures reaching 180 degrees. The scientific reality of a high-pressure, boiling subterranean environment proved more complex than the boast stories it inspired. By 1992, further drilling became physically impossible. Each time the team attempted to go deeper, the plasticized rock deformed, swallowing the drill string. The end of the project coincided with the collapse of the Soviet Union. As the new Russian government faced economic turmoil, scientific funding for the site evaporated. Today, the facility is an abandoned ruin, with the massive drilling tower left to decay in the Arctic elements. The deepest point ever reached by humanity is now sealed with this rusted metal cap and 12 heavy bolts. Even with modern engineering, the Kola Superdeep's record of 12,262 meters has remained unbroken for over 30 years. While humanity invested heavily in the exploration of space, the Kola project showed that the ground beneath us remains a significant engineering barrier, one that we have yet to surpass.